Justin Ruben is on the line with us. He is the executive director of MoveOn.org. And MoveOn.org, of course, the website, coincidentally. Justin, welcome back to the program.
Hi, Tom. Thanks.
Hey, the breaking hashtag is Occupy Wins. Tell us about it.
Yeah. Well, I think it was a really amazing victory. Yesterday, Mayor Bloomberg and Brookfield said that they were basically going to effectively end the occupation under the guise of cleaning it and enforcing rules that included things like no sleeping bags and no lying down. And I think particularly it was the bravery of the folks at Occupy Wall Street who said, we will not be moved. We are staying here.
Right.
We will clean the park ourselves. We will make sure all of that gets taken care of. They issued a good neighbor policy, but they said we're not going anywhere. And then hundreds of thousands of people, MoveOn members and others around the country, also weighed in kind of this emergency moment to say they're just these folks are just exercising their First Amendment rights. This is the time-honored American tradition of protest. We need to let them do it. And the mayor and Brookfield backed down.
You got like 300,000 signatures?
Yeah, we MoveOn gathered about 300,000 signatures in about 18 hours, which is a lot, and a couple 100,000 from other groups as well. So I think we're up to 500,000 people around the country weighed in on this.
That's great. That's great. I have a question. You may not know the answer, and maybe one of our listeners will, or somebody in the chat room. But I'm scratching my head on this. Mm-hmm. Why is this public park owned by a private corporation? How and when did that happen?
The how and when I don't know. Obviously, this is part of a huge trend across the country of the privatization of public spaces
and the commons,
the commons and actual real common spaces, and the kind of part of the whole 1%, 99% phenomenon that Occupy folks have been talking about, where the tax burden on the richest folks has gone dramatically down, and government services have been underfunded, and then government turns around and actually then hands public resources off to private companies to manage for profit, and that's terrible for our society, and also has a really corrosive effect on free speech. Except when people fortunately were able to rally and stop that from happening.
Yeah. So the city is paying, or maybe we should get a parks expert on.
Yeah, I'm not the person to give you that detail. Yeah. Obviously, the one thing you might have read is that the mayor's girlfriend, his kind of financier girlfriend, actually sits on the Brookfield board. So there's lots of close connections. Brookfield being the company that operates the park.
Yeah.
And so the mayor's saying, "Oh, Brookfield says we have to do this," which has nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's plenty of connections there.
Yeah, Brook and Field. It all sounds kind of nice. There's at the Occupy Wall Street groups and some of the others around the country. There's, there are these voices. You and I talked about this the other day. These voices who say, we can do this. We don't need any outside help. And then on the other hand, it seems that if we all don't get in on this together, get in on it is probably the wrong phrase. It sounds wrong. If we don't all support this together, if we don't all participate in this together, then it diminishes the chances of it being successful.
I think that's right. I think solidarity is an old word, but it's a really powerful one. And that's really what MoveOn members have been doing in the last couple of weeks, is standing in solidarity with the brave folks who took a stand down at Occupy Wall Street. Many MoveOn members have joined in occupations around the country, but then as an organization, we're trying to make sure that we support this. And I think and what Occupy Wall Street has done also is to create a context in which all of us can speak out even louder about the economic inequality and the fact that 99% of folks are being left behind. We have an economic system that's that isn't functioning for most people, and that we need dramatic change. And I think I think it's incumbent on all of us both to support what they're doing and to speak out even louder about the need for a major change in the economic direction of this country that favors the middle class and the American dream and regular folks.
It's all about bottom up rather than corporate top down or political top down, for that matter. Justin, so very well said. Thanks for the great work that you're doing with MoveOn.org.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me again.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.